got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. On play action, they'll throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Michael Brockers in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a third and 4. Looking to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, Bruce Arians will send out his field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also the sticks.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Woo! Let's get it.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Fighting through. There he goes inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. And now here's a carry heading left. Room to run inside the 40. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? They'll try and start this drive in the air. throw. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go. All right, now look at 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me, and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And some room to roam now. There he goes right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Extra point attempt here still to come. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Yardage brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Here's Wentz to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. play action. It's Wentz. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And now here's a carry heading left. Down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now a handoff looking right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 17-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down. That's Reynolds. And he is knocked down from the side. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Bullock will put this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a handoff looking right. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Wentz throwing on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
All right, here we go. Green, over.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
On the toss, here's Johnson. They find some open field here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing. No.
Back to throw now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second down following the run.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Here we go now. 3-19.
This is Logan. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Back now here on EA Sports. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Field left, field left. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Leopard. Leopard.
Back to throw here. And Adams has it complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On play action, Wentz looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 3rd down, that's Reynolds. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Throwing is Wentz. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. In not great starting field position here for the offense. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. 98 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield. So they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17.
All right, here we go. Boom, land it. Gun. Right. Watch it now, Barney. Over.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Jones now in motion left.
Back out of that finish.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. The Colts on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Wentz. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A.J. Derby, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And he's able to take this one.
You